What is going on, YouTube? Chun is back. Got another standard battle for you guys today. This is against ray423, who I found on Smogon. We have played once before, and he was in great anticipation for this rematch. He's looking to even things up, and we'll see how much he's improved in the past month or so. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to lead with Gliscor. He's leading with Breloom, and I know Brelooms are extremely annoying, so I'm going to immediately taunt it so it can't spore. He's going to go into Gyarados here, and I'm just going to go ahead and take the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks, since you really need to get those up. So, anywho, I'm going to go for taunt again, predicting the Dragon Dance. He does go for the Dragon Dance. I'm now going to go to my own Gyarados, because my Gliscor can't do anything to this Gyarados as far as attacking. He's actually going to go for Bite, and that surprised me a little bit. I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance on the switch, and he's going to go into Machamp. Now, I predicted a Dynamic Punch here, so I just decided I'm going to go ahead and go for the Waterfall. And I thought this would be a 2-hit KO, but it is actually a 1-hit KO, so that tells me his Machamp didn't have any kind of bulk invested into it. It was probably just straight offense. But he's now going to go into Metagross, and I thought this was the Metagross I faced against him before, but it's not. It's a different one as he goes for the Bullet Punch. I'm going to go for the Waterfall, and at +1 looks like it's going to be a clean 2-hit KO on this Metagross. He's just going to go for the Bullet Punch again, just to get some damage on him before he goes down. And he is paying attention to the Life Orb, because he makes a pretty epic play, as you guys will see in just a second. He's now going to go into Breloom, and he's actually going to double switch and go to Gyarados to try to bait my attack, so he won't have to throw an attack at me before going down, because he knows I'm faster. And I actually went for the taunt, and just to try to hit the Breloom, but I got Gyarados instead, and then he got the Intimidate on top of that, which negates my attack boost. So now he's actually going to switch back to Breloom, and just to bait my attack and let my own Life Orb Recoil take me down, and it does. So it was a pretty good play on his part. I'm now going to go into Starmie just to scare the Breloom off. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam as he goes back to Gyarados, but the Stealth Rock is really taking its toll on his Gyarados, and I've got it down enough to where an Ice Beam will be a 2-hit KO, and that is exactly what I go for instead of going for the Thunderbolt. The crit absolutely did not matter whatsoever. He's now going to go into his Aerodactyl. This is a different Aerodactyl than the one I faced on his previous team, since it's shiny. I'm going to go into Flygon, because I thought this Aerodactyl would outspeed and hit me with a Crunch, but he's actually going to go for the Giga Impact. This kind of surprised me, but I knew I would be able to take one because it's unstabbed. So I got a little too cocky here, and I went straight for the Outrage, because I thought since Metagross was gone, he wouldn't have another Steel type, and he makes me regret it as this Heat Train comes in and I just face palm. I have to go to Outrage because I'm locked in, and this is actually a Life Orb Heat Train, so he's going to go for the Hidden Power. I thought it was going to be Hidden Power Grass, but it actually turns out to be Hidden Power Ice, which really surprised me. And I now do see the Life Orb, so now I know Gliscor is going to outspeed, so I bring him back in, go for the Earthquake. It will be a 1-hit KO. and things are looking pretty good for me. He is now going to go into his last poke, which is Breloom. And I had a couple of options. I first decided to go for the taunt, just to make sure it can't spore, because Breloom as a last Pokemon to face is extremely annoying, and it can be extremely difficult to take down. So that's my number one priority, to make sure it can't set up. He's going to go for Stone Edge as I go for Earthquake, and I actually decided to stay in here because I really didn't want to try to predict when he would Focus Punch and try to bring Starmie in, because Starmie's not that defensive, not that bulky. So I really didn't want Starmie coming in and kind of ruining my only chance to really sweep and take his Breloom out. So I figure I'm in a good position, and I just decided to stay in with Gliscor and hit it with not very effective Earthquakes. And his Poison Hail is really making him last much longer. But I really don't want to give up this position that I've got here, so I'm just going to keep going for it. And I realize at the same time, his Breloom can't really hurt me as far as attacking. He's got Stone Edge, and that's really his best bet, is to just Stone Edge and hope for the crit. But unfortunately for him, it never happens, and I just have to keep alternating. As soon as the taunt wears off, I just taunt it again. He actually makes a pretty decent prediction. He's going to go for the Focus Punch here, just to see how much damage it's going to do. And it probably does about the same, honestly. So he's actually going to go back to Stone Edge after he goes for a second Focus Punch, because I'm just going to Earthquake to make sure he doesn't hit me. So it ended up being a little bit more drawn out, because I really just didn't want to give up my position. Tyranitar was absolutely not an option at all against this Breloom. I didn't think Starmie could come in safely, and I had Jirachi. He probably could have came in and taken a hit, but if this Breloom had any kind of speed invested, it probably would have outsped me, because Calm My Wish Jirachi has no speed whatsoever. But anyway, I do finally finish it off with an Earthquake. Crit absolutely didn't matter there. At least I don't think it did. But it was a great game, Ray. Definitely hope to play you again sometime. And guys, I'm just going to take this time just to let you guys know that this will be the last time that I will be using this team. I'm officially retiring it. It had an excellent, excellent run. 8 wins, 2 losses, and the 2 losses were due to player error. So I actually would have went undefeated with this team on Wi-Fi had I not made those mistakes. But be looking forward to another OU team that I'll be using in the next upcoming battle, and hopefully it will be as successful as this one. I had a great run with this team, both on Wi-Fi and on Pokemon Online. It's just awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the team goes. Also, guys, my first upload to Pokemon Pit Beta, as I deem it a success. I pretty much tripled my subscribers in 2 days. Although I still don't have a lot of subscribers, I had to get my foot in the door somehow. So that was really awesome. I really look forward to the future as far as the life of this channel. But anyway, guys, running out of things to talk about. Be also on the lookout for another update video as far as the channel goes and what you guys are going to see in the near future. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next episode, guys, Chun is out. Peace.